Hey you guys, hope you are well. Today I am presenting you Hektor, a Polish game which was released in 1999 by Airsoft. The author, which is Arkadiusz Lubaszka, is the same. This is the same guy who made Laura, which was released in 2016, and these two games actually correlate, or may I say they very similar in kind of movements and stuff like that, but I'll come into that in a second. I was looking, why did I play this game? Why did I not finish this game earlier? Basically, about a few months ago, I was going through my folders on my Atari memory card and going through the games, and I was just kind of skipping from one to another, and then I was looking for something that actually will kind of get me, hook me on, and yeah, this one was quite instant, and of course I've noticed straight away the author, so I was like, oh, I did not know he actually created that game. So yeah, I started playing in it, and unfortunately at the time my video grabber was literally playing up, so not all the levels could have been seen by my grabber, could have been recorded, so that was very annoying. I didn't want to repeat the video grabber / my mobile recordings because it doesn't look good, and I wanted to just basically show you how the game actually looks like, and kind of full, kind of without any interruptions and stuff like that. So I think for me, visually it has to be nice to actually show it these days. Anyway, so as you can see, this is the map, but I will get back to it shortly to you. So what's the premise of the game? As you could see at the beginning, there was a short intro where we were flying, the little pixel was flying across the galaxy and then eventually exploded. So we ended up on unknown planet, and the only thing which actually survived and which kind of gives us hope is this robot, and his name is Hektor, I believe, and the same as the operation name, Hektor. Basically what he needs to do is collect those processors. You can see them 3 there, the black things lying around, so you need to collect them throughout the whole basically planet. As you could see on the map, there's about 40 odd, I believe, levels, or maybe not 40, but I didn't really count them well, to be honest. I should have probably, yeah, the author maybe will say, or maybe in the comments below I will say how many levels actually are there. So anyway, as you can see, the game is in Polish, so you get warning signs and all other things in Polish. We have accumulator, which is a battery, basically. Essentially, that's accumulator. It's a battery. We got shield, which is 100, and grenades, which I've got 18. So each time you collect something, it will tell you what that is, and also the main kind of the problem in that game, no problem, the obviously obstacles in that game are landmines. So each time you are near a landmine, you will be told by the computer, your kind of sensors. So if you are standing, for instance, in one point, then you have 9 different possible moves around you. So it's a 1 step each, in each direction, and in each basically, so you get told the mine is in your kind of reach, but you don't know where that is. So that's why you have grenades, and you can use the grenades if you want, or you can gamble and move to the certain side or certain way, but as you're gonna see, I failed multiple times on that in this gameplay, and you lose your shield once you land on the landmine. Obviously that's kind of self-explanatory. However, the point of the game is not to do that. so for your own sanity, and basically you need to work out how to go around the mines, and that's the main, I would say, this is the main problem. Well, this is your main obstacle in the game. The rest is just to collect the, you need to collect processors, which are scattered around, however chips, but computer chips. However, you got also discs, grenades, you got little screws as well, which you get told off by collecting them, and also you got like some sort of old paperwork as well, which will, each time you collect it, it will explain you what that is, and it kind of it's quite cool because it kind of relates to old computer Atari hardware, and it kind of also gives you a hint a bit about Robo. I don't know if you've played Robo before, but it gives you a little bit, kind of, when you collect screws, it tells you, oh, you're not playing Robo here, keep going, and collect computer chips, like processors and stuff like that. So so that's the main premise of the game, for you to go through all the levels and collect them processors and stuff like that. Some of the levels, as you're gonna see, they won't have that, and unfortunately throughout you're gonna have to go back to certain levels as well, purely because you're gonna have to walk back on yourself, because there's no other way to go, for instance, all the way around the certain levels, so, or to reach the other levels as well. I think I've explained everything. To add, the similarities between Laura and Hektor are quite big ones. So you got the robot moving about, which creates kind of steps, so that's the same thing as Laura. Also, the mines, you get warnings when you walk around the mines, landmines. In Laura, same here, however you don't see them here, so they are visible in Laura, but here they're obviously not really visible, but once you get on them you basically die, well, lose some shield power. And the robot alone as well looks like the robot from the Laura as well, which is pretty cool as well. And overall, I think in general the graphics are quite similar to Laura, but yeah, you can judge it for yourself. No complaints at all. Obviously, Larek was looking to develop something else in the future, and it did. So it's quite crazy for me to think this game was released in '99 and Laura was released 2016, so it took him 17 years to obviously get the final product and of Laura. But like, yeah, it's crazy how good they are. Even that game is really good as well, so I'm quite a fan of his productions and his games and stuff. So yeah, I hope you can check it out yourself as well soon, and in the future, and then let me know what you think about his games. I'm gonna, obviously this gameplay is gonna be finishing, maybe maximum is gonna be like 10 minutes. I will ask you to, basically for me there's no point putting up the same gameplay which I've already put in Polish, and that's why you can see me obviously speaking there in a camera, however that was recorded as I was playing the game. So basically there's no point basically putting exactly the same gameplay with no I'm not gonna be putting a commentary throughout the whole an hour and whatever minutes that gameplay is, 20 minutes. So if you want to see the whole gameplay, I will kindly ask if you can switch to the Polish version of this gameplay, and then you can see the full gameplay out there. I may start doing that from now on, purely just because not sure if there's anyone actually English speaking or other foreign language which actually speaks English as well, but just watching it, so I don't really get many comments in English, so I don't really think there's anyone watching it at the moment. So also, if if you will watch the full gameplay and see all the levels being, you know, finished, and then that's not gonna spoil your fun, because the landmines which are scattered around the levels are basically scattered around by random, I believe, so they are not in the same place. So so yeah, you can see what I've done to actually finish the game. So also to add as well, at the end there's no really an ending. It just says you've collected all the, you know, processor / computer chips, and then well done, and then, you know, flip the disk and then computer, and then just press reset button on the computer, and it loads up the game from the beginning. That's what you're gonna see on the other gameplay in the Polish one. So any questions, please ask. I will try to answer as soon as I can, and hopefully you will enjoy the gameplay. I will finish it, you know, now, and so yeah, many thanks for watching. Hopefully you understood what's the premise of the game, and this game is pretty decent. So if you have any problems getting that game, I will let you know where you can actually download it from. There's AtariOnline.pl, a website where you can find that file and play it. Also Vandal, I believe, has got that as well. Also the author of the game as well, Airsoft website has it on it as well, as I've checked it after I finished the game. So anyway, I keep talking, but as I said, yeah, go and if you play this game, the only thing you can be scared of are landmines. So there you go, see, uwaga mina, that's what it says. Watch out, landmine. Warning, landmine. So there's somewhere landmine within one step of your robot, either diagonally or straight ahead or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Now you can, if you want to watch full gameplay, you can switch over to the Polish version of that video and watch the rest of it. Alright, cheers, much appreciated for watching, and even clicking and commenting and stuff like that. Cheers, and I shall see you next time.